Hi everyone. So today we are going to be talking about factors and multiples. So what is a factor? So if we try to divide, so factor you can say any number which divides the other number evenly. Now what does evenly mean? Okay. So let's take an example. Okay, so if we have say two numbers, first let's take 6. Okay, so we will try to see what are the numbers which can divide 6 evenly means there is no remainder left. It divides the number evenly, or you can also say completely. With completely means with no remainder. Okay, so 6, let's start with the first number, 1. 1 divides all the numbers because 1 into 6 will be 6, because 1 into 6 is 6. Okay, then let's see 2. So does 6 come in the table of 2? Yes, we do. 2 into 3 is 6. So 2 is also a factor of 6. Then 3, we already did. 3 into 2 will be also 6. Okay, so sorry, 3. Okay, now 4, if we try to see 4, so if we try to divide it by 4, so 4 into 1 is 4 and 4 into 2 is 8. So 8 is bigger than 6 and 4 is smaller. So 4, if we try to divide, we'll get the answer as 1 point something. Okay, so it doesn't divide it completely to give a full value. 6 doesn't come in the table of, so 4 is not a factor. Then 5, again 5 ones are 5, and then 5 into 2 is 10. So either it is smaller or a bigger number than 6. So not even 5. 6, yes, because 6 into 1 is 6. Okay, so let's take another example. Okay, let's say 12. Okay, so again 1 into 12 is 12. So 1. So we can see 1 will always be a factor of any number, because 1 multiplied by the number itself will give us the number. Okay, and another thing which we can know is if it is an even number, 2 will definitely be a factor as well. And the third thing we can remember is, so 1 will always be a factor, and then if it is even, then 2 will always be a factor, and if and always the number itself will always be a factor, because the number multiplied by 1 will give us the number, and 1 multiplied by the number will give us the number. Okay, so 1, the number itself, and if it is an even, 2. So these three will always be our factors depending on the situation. Okay, sorry. So then 2, because it's an even number, we know, and we know 2 into 6 is 12. So 2 is also a factor. Then 3, does 12 come in the table of 3? 3 into 4, it's 12. So 3 is also a factor. Then 4, 4 into 3 is 12. 4 is a factor also. Then 5, no, we know, like all the values in the table of 5 either end with 0 or 5. So this doesn't come in the table of 5. Then 6, yes, 6 into 2 is 12. Then 7, no, 7 into 1 is 7 and 7 into 2 is 14. So 12 doesn't come, so not 7. Then 8, 8 into 1 is 8 and 8 into 2 is 16. No. Okay. Then 9, again no. 10, 11, if you try to divide it, no, then the only factor is 12. Okay, so one trick, you can say small trick to remember, is whenever you're trying to factorize it in this ways to find the factors, always the factors will be, as you can see, it will be not more than half of the number. So what does this mean? Okay, so half of 6 is what? 3. Okay, so all the other than the number itself. So if you try to see, 6, half of 6 is 3. Okay, so I'm trying to say is all the factors will be either till half of 6, that is up to 3. So the maximum factor will be up to 3 other than the number itself. We can always add the number itself to the list because that will always be a factor. So if you see here also, so half of 12 is what? 6, right? So if you see the factors, maximum value of the factor is only coming till 6. All the numbers after 6 will not be a factor of 12, and then you can, don't forget to always add the number itself to the end of the list. So this trick comes in very handy if you want to list down all the factors. So it will help you save a lot of time to like not try to divide it by each number, right? Like we try to do it by 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you don't have to do it, you just have to see the half of the number. So if you want to prove this, or if you want to see if it holds true, you can go on and try it with many more new numbers, and you will always end up seeing the highest factor will always be maximum half of the number and then the number itself. This will make things much easier for you. Okay, yeah. So thanks for watching. I hope factors are clear, and if there are any questions, please write down in the comments below. I will answer them as soon as possible. See you in the next video.